these seem to be the new favorite spots for the kids. One in the ego chair, but the ego chair with the blanket on it. And because, not to save the chair, but because I think the cleaning people sprayed the chair as well with some leather finisher. So since then, I've just kept it covered with the blanket. So, and they seem to like sitting on the blanket on the ego chair. So one baby there on the ego chair on the blanket, one baby there on the white chair with the cat blanket, which has been a favorite spot of theirs for some time. And Agitha's still in her room, but I'm going out soon, so she will have run of the condo. And you can see, there she is, hiding, and that's the heating thing there, so it's warm there, the baseboard. So I'm just about to get ready and head out, see if I can make brunch somewhere or lunch or whatever. Basically, I just want to go for a drive in the car. And, I've exchanged a couple of text emails with friends. My friends seem to be really into car naming, and I keep saying I don't name my cars, but I'm kind of getting pulled into this. So one friend suggested the Silver Fox, and the other one doesn't think it's really a fox, suggested some mythological names and shadow and stuff like that. But you know what? I realized that it does have to be, the other one, the first person said, I think 7, the Silver Fox, because, it's the 7th car for Nutty Prof. It's car 7. But now I do realize that it does have to have 7 in the name because it's a Mercedes S430. 4 and 3 is 7. And in numerology, that's what you do. That's how you reduce. If you have multiple numbers, you add them up and you get a single number. I think it's called reducing. So really, the name of the car, the model number of the car is 4 and 3, 430, and you just add 4 and 3, it becomes 7. It's a 7. So it is, I'm even thinking, what about just 7, because it is the 7th car in the collection, and it is, the number 4 and 3, it's 7. So maybe it's just going to be 7. I can't believe I'm naming cars. What's happening here? I'm not a car namer. Anyway, bye for now. I'm going to head down to 7 in a couple of minutes. To the Mercedes, to the old Mercedes. Okay, bye for now. Okay, I'm doing something I haven't done in a while. I very rarely do this, but I actually called. I kind of hate how bougie this is, but I called from upstairs and I said, "Can you have my Mercedes brought up to the front, please?" And and I said, "It's in visitors, and you have a key." And normally they do that service, but normally I don't bother when I'm going out. And the Mini, I don't give it to the valet anyway, because it's a manual, and some drive it and some don't, and there's only one key, and if they lose that key, then I'm screwed. So, and the system is really, you're supposed to have 2 keys. One stays with them at the control desk, and one you keep yourself. So when he brings the car up now, he's going to bring it up with their key, and then he'll take their key out and put it back on the hook for my suite number, and I will use my own key. And when I come back, I take my key out and they use theirs. So it works well if you have 2 keys, and also if you have an automatic, So, and now I've got regular insurance on this thing. It's not collectors. Paying a lot in maintenance. And it's on P3, so it'd have to be like the big car up 3 ramps. So I'm justifying this, but then I actually called. I'm rationalizing, but then I called and I said, but this is actually why I don't normally do it, because you all said, there it comes, it's 7. I've got shit. I've named the freaking car. It's 7. Hi 7. I'm not talking to the car. Stop. No talking to cars. Okay. Bye for now. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I got the manual and everything. The valet who brought up the car wasn't much older than the car as a kid, probably 1920, whatever, early 20s. So anyway, do not talk to the car. Do not talk to the car. Do not talk to the car. I could have tempted to talk to the cars. So beautiful, And anyway, I just pulled over out of the driveway. Gotta go find lunch and just have a little drive and just cruise. I'm going to try to find a highway. This car is good. Will like highways, so we'll go have a nice spin. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely something. So anyway, Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's been named. It's 7. It has to be. Anyway, it's got 7 right in the thing in the model number. 4 and 3 is 7. And then it's my 7th car, so it is 7. Anyway, not that I name cars. I keep saying this. I don't name cars. I don't talk to cars. Okay, 7. Let's go for a drive. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. We, 7 and I, are here in Vaughan, Ontario, and I was heading towards Barrie, but it's already 3 o'clock. And I remembered that there is a brunch place I had gone to around here that was quite good when I was cat chauffeur rescue volunteering. So, and I found it. I still can't use navigation on the car. So I'm taking the thing in with me. I've got it in my bag here, the owner's manual. I'm going to try to figure out the navigation. But, so I had to use the navigation on my phone again, but I found it. And I parked here. Hopefully nobody's going to... I'm not one of these people that normally goes and parks at the end of the parking lot, but I parked in the middle. There was a spot over there, but, there was a car on either side. So, and it's just new to me, and there's no scratches and no dents, no dings so far, so I'd like to keep it for at least a week without a scratch or a ding. So, okay, bye 7. I'm talking to a car again. No talking to cars. Okay, I'm gonna go and have my my brunch. It was actually quite a nice place there. And then from here, I'll just go for a drive. Then I'm not in any rush. I'll just cruise north and get some coffee and just just enjoy it. This car loves highways. It's just really, really good on highways. And anyway, bye 7. Okay, bye for now. I'm here inside this place, and I've been here before. I remember it was after I did some cat volunteering, and I did comment on the marble tables. I'm pretty sure I had the eggs Florentine that time. So I was kind of debating, and for a change, I'm going for the mushroom omelet, And I remember in my mini podcast here, I did comment on how they have the higher end hot sauces. Personally prefer Tabasco, but they've got Kalula, and they've got red and green, which is, it's nice to have that option. Now, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to look through this is the operator's manual just for the navigation and radio. And I don't know, it's a little complicated, I'm like, you got to press that button, you got to do the toggle down to the letters. It's not touch screen. It's pre-touch screen, and you gotta. And I don't think I've even got to this stage of selecting, addresses. Thank you very much. So I ended up using the navigation on my phone anyway. Thank you. Hello, everyone. The mushroom omelet is really good. I'm putting the hot sauces, and I like the home fries. They're nicely crisp, a little bit of salad. It's a really nice place. I'm glad I remembered it. And you're in a bougie place when the server has a brand new Mercedes, much more expensive Mercedes than mine, obviously, But she saw me actually looking through that thing, the manual, and she goes, "So what kind of car is that?" And I said, "It's a Mercedes," and I showed her it was a very old one. I said, 2004, I just got it yesterday. And she goes, "Oh, I used to have a B-Class, but I didn't like it. Now I have a new GLE." And she's a car enthusiast. She's like going, "My dream car is her collector's car is a Nissan Skyline." And those were only made in Japan. They're very high performance, very hard to get here, And she likes the old Toyota Supras, which I remember those. And she's like, she's probably like 21, 22. The car that she likes is like 30 years old, the old Supras, So I guess, the younger people are interested in older cars, in collector's cars and the hobby, So anyway, it was kind of fun, and I had a nice car conversation, Anyway, bye for now. After I finish this, I'm going to go cruising and be. I still haven't figured out the damn navigation. It's just too complicated. I passed a Mercedes dealership, and I'm considered going in, but they're going to go, "You didn't buy it from us. Why should we help you?" Anyway, bye for now. a very nice conversation with the young woman car enthusiast, and I gave her my Nutty Professor card to check out the podcast that I did at this place last year. I gave it a 2 paws up. So I talked to her about birth order, and she was the oldest child, which I would have actually guessed that. She seemed very responsible. So anyway, so back out to the car. I was reading the manual, and I think I figured out that, okay, you press this one. Is it? You press this. And you know what? I think the key has to be in the on position. But, it's got the power trunk. So, but an actual, okay, you gotta go like that. Now, you know what? It's sticking. You have to give it a little hand. It's old. It's not here. I think it's supposed to come up by itself. I might have to go back to it. So, yeah, and then it goes up by itself, and then to shut it, you have to do that. You have to push it. And it shuts. It shuts okay. But going up, it needs a little hand. However, I think there's a way of doing it from in here. So let's do the key forward, and let's try this. That's the, as far as I know, I think this is supposed to be the trunk. There. Same thing. It sticks. You have to go like this. You just have to give it a little hand. And it goes up. I have to take it back. I have to ask her, It opens, but you just have to give it a little nudge, And I like the down is good, That's, yeah, but it's not a good sign that you have to pull it. I'm pretty sure that's not from the factory. I think it's supposed to go up itself. Anyway, I'm just gonna cruise. I had a very nice lunch, a very nice talk with this really sweet young woman who is, she's a car enthusiast. As I said, it's really nice to see somebody in their 20s who is coveting a car that's like 40 years old. Yeah, the old Supra that she wants is like 35, 40 years old, So there are people out there who want old cars, Slightly different market than us. She wants like a Japanese, spec sports car. Anyway, going to cruise a bit, get some coffee. I've figured out some things now. I know about the trunk release. I still haven't figured out the navigation. I'm going to have to take it to Mercedes, So anyway, bye for now. The whole container of washer fluid, but at least now it's not, it's not showing me the windshield washer thingy. Now, I have to get back that, I don't know how I did it, but I have to get back that digital speedometer thing. And the mirrors open up as soon as you turn on the engine, Now, if I turn it off, it's only when I lock it they will fold. Now, I've been looking at whoever ordered this car. I don't know if it was just a factory spec or if somebody particularly ordered it. But, if somebody ordered it, they kind of cheapskated. I'm a little annoyed. They cheapskated on the options. If you're spending $110,000, $120,000 on a car in 2004, you're obviously got money. So if you've got money, why are you being stingy about options? You're spending 110. You got to spend another 20 or 30, and it's got important options it doesn't have, like the air-conditioned seats. It's got the heated seats, but an option was the air-cooled seats. And, in a car like this, you should have air-conditioned seats too. It was an option. And then the massaging seats. It doesn't have the massaging function. It's got the lumbar support, and it's got the power, and it's got the heated, but it does not have the massaging, And I thought they all came with massaging, but probably it's an option. And then the adaptive cruise control, the one with the radar. Now, a lot of cars have it. My cousin's Mitsubishi has it, where it automatically calculates the distance and brakes if the car is too close in front of you and you have the cruise control on. In these days, for this car, that was it was cutting edge technology, and it was an extra option. It was probably a couple of $1,000 back then, but it was one of the first cars to even offer it. And this one doesn't have it. It just has a regular stick cruise control, which is the same as the 1981 Mercedes, the little stock there. So, all of these things that it could have had, but doesn't, and it doesn't have, it's got the key. I saw in the manual that you could have got the push button start. They call it keyless go. And again, that was early days for that, but it was an option. you had to tick off the boxes and you had to pay extra. So this car doesn't have any of those. It's a basic, if there's such a thing, a basic S-Class. So it was 110,000 in 2004 rather than 130. But if you're spending 110 and you come back kind of money in 2004, why wouldn't you get the stuff so that the nutty professor, 18 years later can play with toys? Now I love the car. I just okay, so it's a little basic, it doesn't have air conditioned seats, it doesn't have massaging seats, it doesn't have radar cruise control, it doesn't even have a push button. But I still love the car. It's it's got it's got an unusable navigation system. I think I'm going to end up getting a little older and put my phone there after all of this. One of these days I'll figure out how to use that thing. Anyway, okay, a little cruise, a little drive, and I've got windshield washer fluid now, and then back to the kids, maybe stopping to get some groceries or some fast food for later. Anyway, bye for now. Hey, when I was fiddling with the, settings, I did manage to somehow or the other set the mirrors to fold when you lock the car, like the 2017 that I compared my old one to in the previous podcast. So now look at that. This is very modern. This is for 2004, my mirrors fold. And compared to the 81 Mercedes, which doesn't have a mirror on the side. So we're moving in the modern direction here. It's got a car with folding mirrors. That's something. Now, I didn't actually buy a present as such for the car, but I got some windshield washer fluid. I have it in the other cars, but I want to keep one in this, and it's low. So I got some windshield washer fluid just for this car, and I bought some funnels. I have funnels at home, so this is my adoption day gift. It's like it's plastic funnels, But I got funnels in the other cars, but I should have one in this. And then the oil I actually got for the Mini, because it needs some, and the synthetic oil is very expensive usually, but this one is on sale, so I might as well get it, for the Mini. So anyway, that's, this car you can't even check your own oil because it doesn't have, a dipstick. It has that thing that it tells you on the computer that you have to take it, to get the oil changed or added or whatever. You can't do anything yourself in this car. But anyway, so I'm very happy with my folding mirrors. So I'm going to put in the windshield washer fluid, and then have a little drive, and then head back to the kids. Okay, bye for now. I kind of lined up inside and got a coffee and muffin, and I'm going to eat in the car. Look, it's just a car. I only paid not a lot for it. I didn't pay 120, that's for sure. So, but paid a fraction of that. But anyway, I'm not gonna stop eating my muffins just because it's an S-Class. And it's not loaded, it doesn't have all the toys, so it's okay. But anyway, I just figured out something else. I was looking at the manual and I was like, what are those little things? And that's the front parking sensor. So when you start getting close to something on the left side in the front, that red area increases, so I'm not going to intentionally go very, very close to something. So then you'll see that red will start beeping, I've had the back parking sensors in both my Jaguar and which is now gone, and in the Pacifica, but never had a car with the front too. So in the front, that's where your indication. So that's your right side front sensor, and that's your left side, And I could have got the coffee inside, but then I wanted, it's going to be a ritual, a rite of passage for 7. It's got to go through. It's not really a car of the nutty professors. See, that beeping was because they went close to that thingy, 1 second. Okay, I got my coffee, my French vanilla, and my muffin. And I remember this from I did have a 99 SLK, and I had... I'm back, and we are having family togetherness time. All 3 kids here in the hallway. And I gave the Mercedes to valet. Might as well. I'm paying regular insurance on it, and I'm paying the maintenance here. It's an automatic. Anyone can drive it. So they're putting it in visitors. So anyway, I think it was a good trip, and it made some very important discoveries, such as the trunk opens with a little help with a button, and then the soft closed doors, it doesn't have the massaging seats or the radar cruise control, or the air-conditioned seats, but it's got a lot of toys for, and, they all work. So anyway, I still haven't figured out the navigation. That's the project. So anyway, I'm just going to relax with the kids, make a journal entry, and, have a very light snacks for supper, feed the kids, go to bed, So, from the 1, 2, 3, and Daddy makes 4 from the 4 of us. Bye for now. Good morning, everybody. We had a very good night with the babies cuddled next to me, and right now we're having family time, family togetherness time. Both the babies here on the floor. This one, camouflaged, he's sitting on the dark color blanket. And you get this one, and we get Gita on the throne, the white chair throne rather than the perch throne. So anyway, I got up, going to spend some time with the kids, give them breakfast, and then and I'm just replying to a cat rescue friend of mine about the cat name. She's offered another name for the car for 7, and I told her it's already named, but because it's silver. And I wanted the, breeds of, silver cats. And apparently there's a silver cat breed called the Korat. Now they happen to be slim to medium build. And, 7 is a very fat Korat. But I told her that 7 has already been named just straight 7. But the full name is going to be 7, the Korat. The fat Korat, Rashid Kar, Rashid Kar family. So just, sweetie, what's sweetheart? Is this, this is another one of those situations of, the baby thinks this is playing, but Geeta is not playing. Geeta is serious. Hi, 7. We're going for a cruise. It's a little late in the day, but you know what? I think it's actually pretty clean. I don't, I thought I saw a little bit of dust yesterday, but it's pretty clean. I don't think I brought a cloth and everything to dry it if I wash it, but maybe on the way back if I pick up any dust, So, what? It's very safe here in the underground. They parked it with no cars next to it. Yeah, compared to, I think there's a little bit of dirt there, so I might have to wash it. So, but, and this open on the window, it's not clean, so, but anyway, so I'm going to go do a little shopping, have a late brunch. 5 o'clock. It's like a combination of brunch and supper. So it's a brupper. So I'm going to go cruise in 7. I'm telling my friends the name now. It hasn't been named at 7, So anyway, and when I come back, I might post tonight or I'll post tomorrow. So anyway, just look at this car and I feel better. The pull has been minimal. I mean, this is a pretty big push. You're buying a car. Not only a car but a gorgeous car. It's been a major distraction. Okay, now you know what? This thing won't. The windows don't. Those mirrors don't open up until you actually start the car. Anyway, and I still haven't figured out the time navigation. Anyway, bye for now. We're going cruising. Hello, everybody. I'm here at Bombay Bell, my favorite Bombay Bell in Oakville, Ontario. And I'm having the vegetarian thali. I was thinking of getting like a chicken tandoori platter, but there would be a lot of chicken. I'm like, okay, just stick to my usual vegetarian thali. And it's excellent, as always. 2 paws up plus, Now, I'm also kind of excited because you get new furniture. They used to have like tables and those kind of chairs there, but now they've got like booths. These kind of vinyl banquette booth thingies, whatever. So, so it's kind of exciting. Your life is a little dull when you get excited over, your favorite restaurant having, new vinyl booths. But anyway, food is excellent, and I had a very, very nice time in 7. I went to the chapters here, but they were just about to close, and I didn't really want anything. I was just going to browse. I've still got books I haven't read, so that I bought, for the past couple of months. So I'm okay there. And I went to PetSmart and I got some more cat food. We got lots and lots, of course, gourmet cat food. So now I'm enjoying my thali, and then I drive 7 back. I got gas in 7, and it's pretty heavy on gas, but it's a heavy car. It's a 8-cylinder, and it takes super only. The Pacifica is not great on gas, but it's regular. And my Mini is very good on gas, but it's also super. So anyway, but it doesn't matter. I hardly use the cars anyway, and I've got the Mini. That's what it is for, running around. I'm using this right now just because it's a novelty, and I will take it on occasional drives. But really, I'm going to be using the Mini, And then in winter, it's back to the Pacifica anyway. So now I'm just trying to make arrangements to get the Pacifica out there. So I've been looking into train schedules because I'll have to get drop it, take a train back, and I have to talk to my contractor friend tomorrow, get a hold of him and see when he's free to pick me up at the garage and drive me to the station in Chatham or in the town and get Anyway, bye for now. I've managed to figure out how to program home on the GPS. So I've been following it back, and it's working very nicely. I don't think I'll be able to set any other addresses at this point, but I managed with a little difficulty. It's very fiddly, but it's very good because it's loud and it mutes the radio, and I think it'll say arriving now.
You have reached your destination.
Well, I know that navigation works, and